Well, greetings world and greetings 7 Spot. It is time, after a long delay, it is absolutely time for another virtual and socially distanced Sevens. And today we've got a treat for you. We have got Christopher Downs in the raw. How are you today, Jim? Christopher?
Yep. Well, from the weather that we had earlier today and last week, we're doing all right at the moment. We've got sunshine here in Yorkshire, so we're doing well.
Very good. Yes, I've been watching the BBC and hoping, praying for a spot of sun. Now you've got something. We've got a topic going on that you and I have had a little sidebar conversation about, because I know nothing really about raw strikers, and yours is a raw striker, but the corporate entity is no longer a raw striker. And how is it? I mean, and they're now associated with MK. And how is it you described them to me? Was it a mixed striker? Was that what you called it?
An MK striker, they're calling it now. Yeah, that's what they're calling it, and is under the banner of. But raw striker had it for a number of years. Jeremy Phillips, who we all know, built the striker in the early 80s, and then he sold the striker to found new projects. Raw had it for a number of years, and mine is one that came from the Northern Agents that used to be in Tingley in Leeds. And a gentleman had built this one. He'd remarried, and his new wife decided that he'd have to get rid of it. So I was in the right place at the right time with a brand new striker, basically. So for a time, it was the newest car that I had, and I've had the car now for about 15 years and thoroughly enjoyed it. But there are a few differences on my car to other strikers as well. But I can walk you around those. There's not a few differences, but there's a few subtle differences from other ones in the past.
Well, let me do the thing I always do, and that is to suggest that this is not about me. It's about you, Christopher Downs, and I'm going to take myself out of the picture and put you completely in, and just see if I can do this properly. So there we go. So, Christopher, please show us your raw striker.
This is probably where it all goes horribly wrong then, if you're giving me carte blanche to do what I want now, Jim. So we don't know what's going to happen, but we'll find out as we go along. So that's my car on there. As I say, I've had it about 15 years on there. It's not done a lot of mileage, but it's pretty much the same as when I first got it. So it's running a Toyota twin cam 4-age engine on Delautos onto a standard Ford Sierra Type 9 gearbox. So it's got 5 speeds and a reverse, which is always helpful when you're in a car park. The differences I was talking about there between my car and some of the other raw strikers and other strikers that you can get is the rear tub. So on the rear tub of mine, is that in shot? Let's see. So on here where we've got the rear mudguards that come down, on the ones that you get now, the rear arch is separate to the rear body tub on there. Is that coming through all right? Yeah. But mine's an all one piece, which is how Jeremy Phillips used to have it on there. And the other difference is the bonnet, which splits just at this point here. So you can take the bonnet off. I'll see if I can manage to do that with one phone in one hand and bonnet clips in another. Hopefully I won't drop it on the floor, but we'll see what happens. That should come off. Bear with me.
Take your time, and if you put the phone down, that's fine with us.
There we go. We've got it now. There we go. And that's what we've got underneath. So just a standard Just a standard twin cam 1600, normally aspirated engine on Delotos. Nothing too fancy, but it's quite enough for me to get the wind in my hair and have a jolly good fun time in it as well. So almost got it in the shade for you there. That's a bit of sunshine on it. That probably looks a bit better for you.
Yeah,
I've just replaced the socks. Just replaced the socks because they were looking a bit dodgy on there. And then inside, on there for you. So I got all the clocks. I've made a glove box front because everything just falls out of your glove box.
Yes.
Otherwise. So I've just got a standard cigarette lighter in there just so you can charge anything up that you want. So as well. This mirror is actually one for when you've got children in the back of your car and you want to see what they're doing.
Yes.
So you get a really good view because it's got a curve on it.
Yeah, I like that. I noticed that in the picture that we're using for the preview for this. Yeah, it's a great mirror. I love it.
Yeah, they're only about 10 English pounds on there. So there you go. There's the exhaust down that side as well. You getting it all? I can't tell what you're getting. So yeah, that's not like the car itself. Yeah, I've also got a few other bits that I'm wanting to put onto the car. So I don't know if this will pick up very well. So that's the rear spoiler to go on underneath.
Yeah.
Diffuser. Thank you. To go underneath, and then you've got a hole in the diffuser just there, and this is just a block that you can screw into the chassis, which goes through there. So you then got a jacking point. And I've also got, I don't know if you've ever seen one of these, tiny little heater.
Oh my!
Kicks out 2 kilowatts.
Wow!
On there, and that's a 3D printed nozzle on the end, so you can attach it so it can go up to your windscreen. Yeah. And down to keep your toes warm as well. So I've got a few comforts in there to keep me warm on cold and wintry days. On there. So yeah, that's pretty much my little car, really.
Well, that's lovely. Let me ask you a couple of questions about Chris Downs.
Yeah, sure.
Well, obviously, you are a lover of strikers. What prompted you to make the decision to purchase a striker?
So I had been into kit cars for probably 30 years before I actually managed to get one. And I did a lot of research over those years, looking at them, pondering wish lists, all the rest of it. And then when I got the funds to be able actually to do the purchase, I looked at various ones. I looked at the Robin Hood, looked at the MK, which were just coming onto the market, and various other ones. But I found that the Striker has got more pedigree as in racing. So if it's good in racing, probably pretty good handling on the road, on a standard road as well, in standard setup. You don't have to go silly with it to make it perform and go around a corner. And it's quite nice and small, so it fits in a single garage, which was quite important to me because I've only got a single garage. So it is tight in there, but what more do you need? You're not in it every day. So it works quite well for me. It's got the other things. It's got a long first gear, so you're not having to snatch first gear. It's got a slippy diff in the back as well. And it's pretty much as I bought it 15 years ago. I haven't really done much to it, apart from put fuel in it and change the oil, really. So it works well for me as not a massive person on the spanners, as it were. If I start taking something to bits, I might end up putting it back wrong. So I'd rather have one that's already built for me. That works easiest for me. Some people, I've hidden myself. There we go. So it works best for me that way around. I've got quite a few friends that have built their own. There's one chap who's just finishing building a Fisher Fury. He's been building it for the last 21 years he's been building that. So
oh my,
he's managed to shoe on a V6 under the bonnet, so it's going to go like Sting.
Oh my!
So it'll be interesting when we actually see that.
Well, that sounds great. I'm going to bring myself back into the picture here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
As I figured out how to use the controls on this, I want to say, Chris, thank you so much. After we've been trying futilely for the last week or so to get this in with the intricacies of Yorkshire weather. Oh my goodness, the weather you've had over the last week.
But I want to say, believe me that an hour ago it was throwing it down, would you?
Oh, was it really? I looked at BBC, not that.
Yeah, it was throwing it down an hour ago.
And they were saying light showers
now.
So anyway, on behalf of us at Seven Spot, we want to say thank you. This is just a glorious moment for me because, you know, I've seen exactly one raw striker ever, and I loved it. I'm not sure I would. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm 5'10" on a good day, and I think I would kind of fit into it. But I know that some people who are a little bit taller might have a little bit more difficulty getting into it.
Well, my friend who's building the Fury, he's got a striker. He's 6'2", 6'3". He fits in fine. I've got another friend who's got a striker, and he's 6'2", 6'3". He fits in fine. And my other friend, he's got another striker. So I know of at least 3 other strikers. If you like, Jim, I'll message you about something else when we're finished, because I am actually the treasurer of the Northern Roadsters.
That's what you put in on Facebook, yeah.
At a pub.
Yeah.
That's right. So what I was thinking is, if one night when we're over there and we've got a few extra cars there, maybe do another live streaming, maybe, I don't know.
That would be just awesome. And because, you know, I always said these aren't about me. This is about us as a community, generally speaking. So that would be just terrific. And to that end, I'm just going to add my own little thing about Seven Spot. Right now, we're streaming live over my personal Facebook page, but also on Seven Spot group page. But we're also streaming live on YouTube and on our personalized webpage, sevenspot.ca, and on Telegraph. And I'm going to be seeing if I can cast also on Clubhouse, because Clubhouse is an audio app, and hopefully I'll be able to do some interaction audio-wise, because lots of times we have questions and they're just tapped out on text, and it's nice actually to hear the spoken voice if people have got questions, because we're planning to do some I guess you'd call them live stream infomercials. We've got a couple of people who are interested in, you know, they have seven related goodies that we're all interested in looking at, and it would be really good to have some interaction amongst members with that. So that's my little commercial on that. But yes, with regard to your club, I think it would be just awesome if you wanted to mention that they could come and participate in a live stream on Seven Spot. That'd be great.
Yeah, I think we could probably work something out on doing that for you.
Okay, well,
we usually meet on a Friday evening, but I'm sure we can work something out somewhere.
Okay, perfect, because Friday evening is Friday afternoon for me. So that works perfectly.
Works good for you then, doesn't it?
Yeah, it works great. I'm just very glad that you didn't mention this and mention this if you were from Australia, because I would be up at 3 a.m. So, Christopher, I'm just going to say thank you again. All right. So I'm going to say thank you for Seven Spot, and thank you very much for doing this, and I look forward to seeing you real soon.
Absolutely. Take care, Jim. Good to speak to you.
All right. Cheers for now. Bye now.
Bye for now.
Bye.